Where's your pistol at?
On my side.
Okay. What's up? Put your hands on top of the vehicle for me. I appreciate it, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Officer Bowers' body camera. The arrest of William McNeil Jr. Riverford, Florida. Riverford was the kind of town people forgot existed. 9,000 residents, one main road, 2 traffic lights that blinked yellow after midnight, a place where police calls usually involved noise complaints, drunk arguments behind bars, or teenagers trespassing near the old railroad bridge. Violence didn't belong here until the night of October 17, 0047 a.m., body camera activated. The body camera mounted on Officer Trevor Bowers' chest clicked on automatically as he shifted in his seat. The interior of the patrol car glowed faintly blue from the dashboard lights. Outside, the road stretched empty, bordered by pine trees and dark fields. "Dispatch, repeat the call," Bowers said calmly. Static crackled before the dispatcher responded. "Possible domestic-related concern. Female caller. Husband left the residence emotionally unstable. No confirmed threats, but caller expressed fear for herself and the children." Bowers glanced at his partner, Officer Daniel Miller, who nodded silently. In small towns, fear was never ignored. The call that started it all. At 11:56 p.m., Emily McNeil dialed 911 from her kitchen floor. Her children were asleep upstairs. Her husband, William McNeil Jr., had left the house after a long argument about money, work, and what he called feeling invisible. He didn't hit her. He didn't threaten her directly. But before leaving, he said something that stayed with her. "Sometimes I think the world would be quieter if I just disappeared." When Emily heard the garage door slam, she locked the front door and called for help. 1:02 a.m., vehicle located. Bowers' headlights caught a gray 2008 Ford Taurus drifting slightly within its lane. The car was moving under the speed limit, another warning sign. "Plate matches partial," Miller said. Bowers activated the emergency lights. The Taurus pulled over immediately, too immediately. Initial contact. "Driver, remain inside the vehicle," Bowers commanded as he stepped out. William McNeil sat stiffly behind the wheel. His eyes were bloodshot. His jaw clenched so tightly his cheek muscles twitched. "I didn't do anything, officer," McNeil said quietly. "License and registration," Bowers replied. McNeil reached toward the glove compartment. "Too fast." "Slow," Bowers warned. "Very slow." McNeil exhaled shakily. "My wife's waiting for me. My kids, too," he murmured. "I just want to go home." The discovery. As McNeil stepped out of the vehicle for a standard pat-down, Officer Miller noticed something beneath the driver's seat. Black, metallic. "Miller to Bowers," he said quietly. Bowers' posture changed instantly. "Sir, do you have a weapon in the vehicle?" Silence. Then McNeil nodded. "Yes, but it's not loaded. I swear, I'm not a bad guy." Miller retrieved the firearm. It was a 9mm semi-automatic pistol, its serial number completely filed off. The magazine was loaded. Illegal. Handcuffs and confession. As the cuffs closed around McNeil's wrists, his composure collapsed. His voice cracked. "You don't understand what it's like in my head," he said. "It doesn't stop." Bowers spoke calmly. "William, breathe. You're safe. No one's hurt." McNeil stared at the ground. "I thought about it," he whispered. Bowers froze. "Thought about what?" McNeil swallowed. "I thought about shooting a cop. Just once. Just to end everything." Miller took a step back instinctively. "But I didn't," McNeil added quickly. "I thought about my kids. I couldn't do that to them." The ride to county jail. Inside the patrol car, McNeil sobbed uncontrollably. "I'm not a monster," he repeated. "I just needed help." Bowers said nothing. The body camera kept recording. Community shock. By morning, Riverford was buzzing. A man with an illegal firearm. A confession of violent thoughts. A stop that could have turned deadly. Emily McNeil watched the news coverage silently. Later, she told reporters, "I didn't call to get him arrested. I called so someone would stop him before something terrible happened. Psychological evaluation. A court-ordered evaluation revealed severe depression, paranoid ideation, financial collapse after job loss, chronic sleep deprivation, obsessive violent thoughts without action. The psychiatrist's report concluded the subject was at high risk of impulsive violence. Immediate intervention likely prevented loss of life. Legal consequences. Although McNeil never fired the weapon, intent was not the issue. Possession was. Primary charge Florida Statute Section 790.271. Possession of a firearm with an obliterated serial number. It is unlawful for any person to knowingly possess a firearm on which the manufacturer's serial number has been altered, removed, or obliterated. Classification. Third-degree felony penalty, up to 5 years in Florida State Prison, up to $5,000 fine. Additional charges Florida Statute Section 790. Aftermath. Officer Bowers' body cam footage is now used in police training academies across the state. Not as an example of force, but as a proof that calm voices, patience, and seconds of restraint can save lives. Because that night in Riverford, a man with a gun didn't pull the trigger, and 4 people, 2 officers and 2 children, went home alive.